One man is dead after drifting into oncoming traffic Tuesday morning and crashing into a semi.
Investigators say the 43-year-old Rapid City man was headed west on I-90 when he crossed the median. A 43-year-old Box Elder man who was driving a semi has life-threatening injuries.
The crash shut down the eastbound lanes for almost 3 hours.
A Winter man is headed to prison after being convicted of sex trafficking and producing child porn.
We first told you about this case back in 2023. Richard Kuchera was in a relationship with Ivy Rose Heron, who pleaded guilty to sex trafficking of a child earlier this year. In return for a shorter recommended sentence, Heron testified against Kuchera.
Officials say Kuchera met with girls for sex and uploaded pornographic photos of them. A judge sentenced Kuchera to 25 years behind bars, followed by 5 years of supervision.
A Brookings man faces felony charges in 2 counties following a 4-hour crime spree.
It started around 5:30 Monday night on the west side of Sioux Falls. Connor Hansen was getting a ride from someone he knew.
Court documents say Hansen turned to the driver and yelled at him, "Get out," and then began stabbing him in the neck, face, and chest. Hansen then took off in a pickup and headed south.
Court documents say he stole a second pickup in the Vollen area and a third one in Yankton. Authority used spike strips and the final stolen pickup went into the ditch.
Court documents say Hansen attempted to run but didn't get far. This morning, he's now in the Yankton County Jail being held on a $50,000 cash-only bond. He faces several charges in both Yankton and Minnehaha counties.
Hansen has been in and out of jail since he was a teenager and was acquitted of a shooting death back in 2015. He is currently on active parole for drugs.
Now let's get a check of our weather with meteorologist Scott Mundt. Good morning, Scott.
All right, good morning there, Travis. Good morning, everybody. Cool day today, but not nearly as windy. We'll have a lot of sunshine. Temperatures able to hit the 50s and 60s for afternoon highs. The warmest weather will be felt across western South Dakota. Rapid City at 64 today. 60 in Pierre, 56 in Aberdeen, 57 in Sioux Falls. I'll have more details on the KELOLAND Live Doppler forecast coming up.
Thank you, Scott. Toy collectors from all over the country will gather in Hardwick, Minnesota next month to try and buy farm toys that took decades to collect.
Ginny Menning and her late husband Clyde have been collecting farm toys since the 1980s. Ginny says she'll always cherish the time she and her husband got to spend together traveling the country to buy the toys.
She says the auction will be bittersweet.
Yeah. People have asked me if I'm going, and I said, I don't know yet. I'm afraid I'll sit there and cry and I'll distract people.
Most of the toys are still in their original boxes and have never been opened. Some are even hand-built.
The auction is going to be November 15th in Hardwick at 9 a.m.
Another KELOLAND VIP fanfare trip is in the books.
A group of 55 people left Sioux Falls Saturday morning, spent the night in Kansas City, and tailgated at Arrowhead Stadium Sunday morning before attending the Chiefs-Raiders game.
It's KELOLAND's first trip to KC and hopefully not the last.
You know, I just need the Kansas City Chiefs schedule to come out the way it did this year. So we'll hope it does. If not, I'm looking forward to probably try it with some other teams also. I'll get a hold of them and see if we can make that experience happen.
If you'd like to learn about future travel opportunities with KELOLAND, including a possible trip to the FCS National Championship in Nashville, Tennessee, we provided a link with this story on KELOLAND.com.
The Market Beat Open is back in Sioux Falls for a second year. Tournament play started Sunday and will run through this Sunday.
The tournament brings a high level of competition to the city, attracting people from 14 different countries. Organizers say that it's potentially the highest level sporting event in the city.
These guys, they're playing in the Grand Slams and they're winning matches in the Grand Slams. So I think people are really seeing that caliber of world-class tennis from a really kind of intimate viewpoint because they can get so much closer here than they would at the bigger tournaments.
Minnesota native Maxwell Ekstedt is competing in the doubles portion of the event. He says some of the players' serves get up to 130 miles per hour.
That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get another check of your weather with meteorologist Scott Mundt. Good morning, Scott.
All right, good morning, everybody. After a cold start to the day with our sunshine, we'll have temperatures warm to the 50s and 60s with light winds. Chance at some frost tonight. Eastern KELOLAND fall close to 30 degrees again. Mostly clear skies, light winds. Winds will slowly increase as we get into Friday and through this coming weekend as dry skies do remain. Then we'll watch a chance for some rain early next week. So by Saturday, strong southerly winds, wind gusts 25 to near 30 miles per hour. And then the 40s return for these wind gusts as we get into Sunday. Early next week, that's our next rain chance, maybe starting as early as, say, Sunday night across western South Dakota. And this rain will move west to east as we go through the day on Monday, extending into Monday night and Tuesday, especially across eastern and southeastern KELOLAND. Forecast in the meantime today showing plenty of sunshine, temperatures in the 50s and 60s for afternoon highs. Watch for some frost tonight with temperatures falling close to 30. And for tomorrow, we'll have mostly sunny to partly cloudy conditions with highs in the 50s and 60s. You can always check the details of the 7-day forecast while you're here online. Have a great day.